bude konkrétně 200-metrová trať a pojedou kanoisti muži hned v první jízdě, která tedy nám začne zhruba už za 4 minuty, nám pojede mistr světa z roku 2019.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2022 World Cup in Czech Republic in Racice. We are just about to start our first race of the day, which is C1 men 200 meters. I'm here with beautiful Lucy. So Lucy, you can tell us who's starting in the first race of 2022 World Cup.
Thank you, Waszek, and hi everyone. So now we can see the timetable for today's morning. We will start on 200 meters and then we will switch the races on 500. But now we are looking for the first heat, and it's a category C1 man 2000 meters. 200 meters, sorry. So we have few minutes to the start. The first start is in 9 o'clock.
Yes, indeed. And in lane number 2, there's a Chinese athlete. It's Zhenghui Li, followed by Lithuanian and remaining world champion. It's Henrikas Zaustas from Lithuania, followed by athlete from Georgia. It's Zaza Nideradze from in lane number 4. Lane number 5 is empty. In lane number 6, there's a Polish athlete. It's Oleksiy Koliadik. And in lane number 7, last but definitely not least, is Hungarian David Korysanski.
From this heat is just 3 boats going straight to the final, and the rest, that means 4th to 7th place, go to the semi-final.
Alright, so nobody is technically out. All the athletes will get another chance to make their finals appearance.
No, ale to na automat, tak já to cvaknu na manuál, asi to půjde.
So everything is prepared for the start and we are ready to go, and now we can see the athletes after the start.
Yes, if you've seen lane number 3, it's Henrikas Zaustas, world champion on C1 200 meters, had a really good start and is already leading the race, followed by lane number 4, it's Zaza Naridze from Georgia. And look at the number, There's a beautiful duel between lanes 7 and 6. Just the first three boats will make it to the final. So who's it gonna be? 7, 6 and 3.
It was really tight in the finish line.
Well, hard to say. It was between lane number 7, 6, 4 and 3. So David Koricanski, Oleksiy Kolidek, Zazaniradze and Henrika Zaustas from Lithuania. Only 3 of them will make it to the final A. Well, it was incredibly close race. And according to me, it was Henrik Zaustas from Lithuania who won, but as I've already said, those are unofficial results, and we have to wait.
Yes, you're right, we have to wait for official results. But it was very close, so we need the judges.
Yes, you've said it, and there's hopefully just one thing for sure, and that's the Chinese Zheng Weili will make it to the semi-final this afternoon.
Zatímco čekáme na oficiální výsledky a na to, kdo tedy postupuje přímo do finále A, v předchozí jízdě tak si představíme to následující, je to tedy závod číslo 2, C1 mužů na 200 metrů, na dráze číslo 2 je to Fabian Schatz z Německa, dráha číslo 3 Oleg Borovik z Ukrajiny, dráha číslo 4 z Litvy Vadim Karobov, dráha číslo 5 Mattia Alfonso z Itálie, dráha číslo 6 Christian Holda z Polska a na dráze číslo 7 pojede Dánska.
So we will move on to the heat number 2 in this category. So let's introduce the start list.
I'm on it. So lane number 2, Germany and Fabian Schatz. And lane number 3, it's Oleg Borovik from Ukraine. Lane number 4 belongs to another Lithuanian. It's Vadim Korobov. In lane number 5, there's Mattia Alfonsi from Italy. Lane number 6 and Polish athlete is Christian Holdak. And in lane number 7 is Christopher Nave from Denmark. The advancing key is still the same. First 3 boats make it straight to the final A. The rest will advance to the semi-final.
So everything is almost prepared for the next race, and
all right.
Yeah, all the
We are
balls.
almost in the starting blocks. The race will begin in just a few moments. Second race of 2022 World Cup in Racice. C1 man 200 meters.
Germany, Ukraine, Lithuania, Italy, Poland and Denmark. These are the countries of this heat.
Yeah, and this is for a while the last race on 200 meters, because after this heat we'll go on races of 500 meters. But the race has already begun. And what a start for Vadim Korobov in lane number 4.
Yes, you're right, he was really strong on the start. But now we can see another really close race.
Indeed.
It's hard to say who is the leader.
As we are approaching the last 50 meters of this race, it's all straighten up. So who's it gonna be? 3 places in the final A, and it looks
Few
pretty
meters
good
to
for
go.
Italian in lane number 5, followed by 4, and look at the lane number 2. Wow,
I
what a
think
finish from
2
Fabian
and
Schatz from
5.
Germany in the lane number 2. He'll probably advance to the final, followed by 5 and 4. So Vadim Korobov and Mattia Alfonsi, Italy, Lithuania, and Germany. Those are unofficial results, but it was pretty clear to me. What do you think, Lucy?
Yes, I think the German guy was the first in the finish, and the Mattia Alfonsi, it was a really good finish from him.
Yes, you've said it.
So these two are in a final for sure, but we have to wait for the third place.
Yeah.
But look, now we can see the Mattia Alfonsi is the winner of this
Look at this.
heat.
So, as in still unofficial result, Mattia Alfonsi is the winner and should be one of the favorites in the final A. So we'll finish on a second place. I think it was Fabian Schatz from Germany.
I think so.
Yeah, hopefully. And there will be at least 2 Lithuanians in final. Thanks to Vadim Korobov, will follow his teammate Henrikas Zaustantas, who won the previous heat.
So that was first 2 heats, today's timetable. And now we are looking for next category, which is K4 women on 500 meters.
But as for now, we got a little pause
Yes,
because we
we have
are
8 minutes to the next start.
because we are changing the races from 200 to 500. We'll wait a few minutes and then we'll come back with a presentation of this race.
Přestože jsme se s nimi shodli, tak raději počkejme. So these workouts are still unofficial and we need to wait for the official ones.
So we have 7 minutes to first start, K4 women, 500 meters, lead one. So we can repeat the results from the first and second races.
It's still unofficial, but we can see that Poland, Alexei Kaliadich goes to final 8, Lithuania, Racice Czech goes to final A as well, and Hungary, David Koryzanski goes to final A.
So now we are back with the officials of second heat, category C1 men, 200. The winner is Mattia Alfonsi from Italy. On the second place was Fabian Schatz from Germany, as we said before. And on the third place, Wojciech was right. And because it was Vadim Korobov on the third place. So
Yeah,
these
I'm really
3.
happy for him. And as we've already seen, Italy, Germany, and also Lithuania, those are incredibly strong countries, especially on canoe. And we can move on to the already promised race 3, K4 women 500 meters.
But we still have 5 minutes, so I think we can look back to the race number 1, C1 man, because we didn't told the officials.
Yes, you're right.
So the winner of the first race was Alexei Koliadich from Poland. Second place, Henrikas Zustanovas from Lithuania, and on the third place was David Korycanski from Hungary.
All right, so it was Zadan Nizaradze from Georgia who didn't make it through to the final A.
He have to go to the semi-final.
Yeah, but I think he has a good shot to make it to the final from the semis. All right, and so as athletes from race number 3 are almost at the start line, I think we can introduce them.
Yes.
So in the lane number 2, it's China, and it's Nan Bang, Luan Wen Sun, Luang Chan, Lin Ya Chen, who's in the lane number 3, Lucy.
In lane number 3 is New Zealand with Alicia Hoskins, Lisa Carrington, Olivia Brett, and Tara Vaughan.
Yeah, it's Olympic gold medalist Lisa Carrington, who's also performing in this team. In the lane number 4, it's Czech Republic and Aneška Paloudová, Kateřina Záhrubová, Štěpánka Sobíšková, and Barbara Betlachová, followed by lane number 5 and Poland.
Karolina Naja, Anna Pulavská, Adriana Kakol, and Dominika Puto. And in lane number 6 we have Norway.
And it's Kristina Munsen, Hedda Ordsland, Anna Sletsjø, and Elise Erland. Followed by lane number 7 is South Korea.
It's Ran Choi, Sing-Yoon Cho, Halin Lee, and Yena Yoon.
And last but definitely not least there's our Aussies. Australia is Ella Bear, Elisa Bull, Alexandra Clark, and Yelsten Brace. Only the first boat will make it straight to the final A.
Yes, just the first is going to the final A, and the rest, that means from the 2nd to 7th place, go to the semi-final.
Indeed, so it's gonna be an incredible fight just for the one spot in the final A.
So we have 1 minute to the next start. Category K for women, 500 meters.
So China, New Zealand, Czech Republic, Poland, Norway, South Korea, and Australia.
And just one boat straight to the final. Everything is preparing, all the boats are on a start zone. So all the boats are ready at the start line, and now they are off.
And it was a pretty good start from Czech Republic. Paloudová, Záhrubová, Sobíšková, and Betlachová in lane number 4, who are probably
Yes,
leading at the
pretty good.
moment.
But look at the lane number 8. That's Australia. Sorry, they have also really good start.
Yes, you've said it. It's Bearbull, Clark and Steinpries who are taking over this race.
Almost in a half. So we
Yes.
have to wait for the split.
So as the boats are approaching 200 meters and the race is in its second half.
Yes, the Australia is on the first place at this moment. On a
Followed
second
by
is
New
New
Zealand,
Zealand,
and
yes.
also China. Look at that. But I think
Really
there
good
was a mistake
performance
because
from
Poland in lane number 5 is
China.
Naya Pulavska, Kolen Puto, who are
Now,
making incredible duel with their Australian probably friends. As we are approaching last 50 meters, it's still Poland in lane number 5, Naya Pulavska, Kolen Puto, who are heading to the final lane. And they are just now in a finish, followed by China, Australia and New Zealand.
so Poland is going to the final A as the advancement set. Just first boat, and the rest is going to the semi-final.
Also incredible race for Chinese.
Yes, really good performance from
Yeah.
them.
I probably didn't see that coming because, you know, the favorites were Zealand, Australia or the winners from Poland.
Yes,
But China
so
has a really
many.
strong team and definitely will
Yes,
be a
so
tough
many
opponent to
really
semis.
strong and good boats in this heat. New Zealand, as you said, really strong boat. Australia, Poland. So China is a really big surprise for everybody.
But unfortunately, they are advancing just for the semifinal, and so is the rest of this race.
We have 2 more heats to go in this category. Now we can see the results. So Poland, China, Australia and New Zealand. First 4 boats.
And according to unofficial results, also South Korea was ahead of Czech Republic. Needless to say, a very young team of Czech Republic
Yes, you're
with a lot
right.
of prospects and bright future.
Yes, all the girls from the Czech boat are really young.
All right.
So now we can go back to the start line because we are looking for heat 2 of this category. So let's introduce the athletes.
All right, in lane number 2, it's Netherlands, and it's Kitty Schiphorst, Selma Konyin, Ruud Forstelman, and Anna Moes. In lane number 43, it's Belgium.
Is Hermine Peters, Camille Devalle, Liz Breck, and Amber van Broekhoven.
In lane number 4, it's Germany. It's Lena Rohlins, Caroline Arft, Pauline Jaksch, and Katarina Diederich.
Line 5 and Denmark, Frederike Mathiesen, Sara Miltersen, Pernille Knudsen and Bolet Idversen.
Lane number 6 belongs to Canada. It's Andre Langlois, Natalie Davidson, Riley Melanson, and Toshka Beskara.
The US, Kelly Weidling, Emma McDonald, Caitlin McElroy and Savannah Wright.
And last but definitely not least, it's Spain in lane number 8. It's Barbara Pardo, Elisa Zapata, Miriam Vega, and Carla Coral. Advancement is still the same. Only the first boat will make it straight to the final, as rest of the starting lineup will advance to the semifinals.
Yes, so that was the start list.
And look at the beautiful crowd we've got here in Racice. Needless to say, it's just Friday. You'll see tomorrow or the day after. And we'll show you the amazing atmosphere we've always got here.
Yes, you're right. And also nice weather here.
Yeah, it's
as
really
always.
beautiful. Sunny, still no wind.
The perfect conditions.
Hopefully we'll see some good performance.
A really good start from the boat in the lane 8. That means that's Spain. Barbara Pardo, Elisa Zapata, Miriam Vega y Carla Coral.
All right, so 100 meters after us, still Spain in lead, followed by Germany and Denmark. From Germany, it's Rohlings, Arf, Jaksch and Diederich.
Now we are close to the half of this race. And the German is in lead, then Canada and Spain.
All right, so we are approaching last 200 meters of this race. It's Germany who's leading the race at the moment, followed by Canada in the lane number 6. Don't forget.
But we still have the second half of this race.
All right, but it's still Spain in lane number 8. So right now it's
really
beautiful
close
battle between Germany, Canada and Spain.
But
And look at
Germany
the Denmark
really
in lane number 5. What a finish. Last 60 meters are ahead of us. So who's it going to be? Germany or Canada or Spain?
I think Germany.
Yeah, I think the finish from Denmark is too late. So Germany is taking over and winning this race, followed by Canada, Spain and Denmark. So the ladies from Germany, Rohlings, Arf, Jaksch and Diederich, are advancing to the final A.
I think the finish from the German was pretty clear to go straight to the final.
Yeah.
Now we can see them.
This wasn't actually as tight race as it could be, or it seemed in the first half. The Germans really took over in the second half of the race. All right, as due to the unofficial results, second place for Canada. I think the third is for Spain. But as we have already said, the advancement is only the first boat is making it straight to the final A, so only the Germans will be in the final for sure. All right, so unofficial result: Germany, Canada, Spain, Denmark, Belgium, Netherlands, and United States, who probably decided to save some power into the semis.
It looks like that.
Petrušková, Dagmar Čulenová, Blanka Šidová a Hana Zemánková. Lane number 3, Sweden, Rebecca Gensdotter.
So we have 2 minutes to the next start. The last heat of category K4 women. 500 meters. In lane 1 we have Slovakia. Katarina Pečuková, Dagmar Čulenová, Bianka Šedová and Hanna Zemanková.
In lane number 3, it's Sweden, and it's Rebecca Gergsdotter, Marina Andersson, Julia Lagerstam, and Johanna Johansson. In lane number 4, it's Ukraine, and Diana Tanko, Natalia Dokienko, Anastasia Horlova, and Lyudmila Kuklinovska. In lane number 5, it's France, it's Vanina Paoletti, Manon Ostens, Margot Briswalter, and Lea Jamelot. In lane number 6, it's Spain, and it's Sara Ozande, Carolina Garcia, Leila Pelak, and Teresa Portela. Lane number 7 belongs to Italy. It's Susanne Cicciali, Matilde Rossa, Cristina Petracca, and Agata Fantini. And last but definitely not least, in lane number 8, it's Denmark. It's Karin Farskov, Katrin Jensen, Emma Bock, and Hannah Hansen. Advancement is still the same. First boat will make it straight to the final lane, and the race has already begun. So who's in the lead, Lucy?
It's hard to say now because we don't have really good view. But according to start list, I think really strong boat is France in lane 5, but also Spain and Ukraine in lane 6 and 4. So we have to wait for the split.
Yeah, so...
Yes, now we have it, and it's Spain, Italy and Ukraine, and France on a 4th place, but still we have the second half of this heat.
So still the Spain, who also manage to make 2 boats, one in the previous heat and one in this, who's leading the race at the moment. But lane number 4, Ukraine, Tanko, Dokienko, Horlova and Kuklinovska are trying their best, and so is Italy.
Yes, but Spain is pushing hard to the finish. Now you can see
Yeah,
the finish from
it's
the
gonna be
Spain.
Spain, it's clear to me, followed by Italy.
Spain, Italy and
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Then France.
And Denmark. There was also a beautiful duel for the 6th place between Slovakia and Sweden. Both of them will make it to the semi-final. Alright, so unofficial results. Spain on the 1st place, Italy 2nd, and 3rd place to Ukraine. So after heats of K4 women 500 meters, we've got 3 finalists. It should be Poland,
Germany,
and from now on, also Spain.
Spain. Well, we will still wait for another start, which is another heat of K4, but now K4 men category on 500 meters distance.
Alright, so still the same category, just changing the gender.
Yes.
And also we've got a pretty different advancement.
Yes,
according
you're
to
right.
ladies.
It's from 1st to 6th place. And 3 times 7th place to the semi-final and the rest out. It's pretty complicated.
Alright, so it
So
really is. So
to
just
make
the first,
it easy,
yeah, so
just first 6 boats are going to the semi-final.
yes, and 3 best by the time
Yes.
could also
from the 7th place.
Advance from 7th place. All right. Slovakia, New Zealand, Norway, France, Spain, Hungary, Sweden, and Argentina. Those are countries who will compete in race number 6 of 2022 World Cup in Racice.
So let's introduce uh, the athletes from the start list. In lane 1, Slovakia, Samuel Baláš, Csaba Zelka, Denis Mišák, Milan Dörner. Lane 2 in New Zealand.
All right. So from New Zealand, it's Ashton Racer, Ben McCullum, James Munro, and Zach Ferkins. And lane number 3, it's Norway.
Hakem Thailand, Vermund Jensen, Jan Wolt, and Matthias Svoren.
Lane number 4 belongs to France in Julien Burger, Maxime Beaumont, Julian Koch, and Guillaume Decochemont. In lane number 5, it's Spain.
Sau Cravioto, Carlos Arevalo, Marcus Waltz, and Rodrigo Germande.
In lane number 6 is Hungary, and it's Gereli Balog, Mark Gendi, Maximilian Gendi, and Benedikt Koch.
And line 7 in Sweden, Dennis Karnen, Peter Menning, Theodor Orban, and Martin Natel.
And lane number 8, Argentina, is Juan Caceres, Gonzalo Benassi, Gonzalo Carreras, and Agustin Rodriguez. And in this first heat of K4 men, we've got some big names like Sal Cravioto, Marcus Waltz, also Peter Menning from Sweden. Don't forget about Slovaks, Denis Mišák, Milan Dorner,
Maxim
Samuel
Bimon.
Baláš. Those are all Olympic medalists, mainly from K4 men. So we've got a good competition here today. And the race has already begun. First 6 boats will make it to the semi-final. 3 best times will also make it from the 7th place. But it's really tricky. So I'm really sure the athletes are mainly focusing on finishing in the top 6.
So now you can see the Slovak boat. Next to them is New Zealand, Norway, France, Spain, Hungary, Sweden, and Argentina. I think the leader of this category should be Spain, and now we can see it, the Spain in the lead.
Yeah, so Spain is reigning silver medalist from Olympic Games in Tokyo, are leading at the moment, followed by Slovaks, who finish on the 3rd place on Olympic Games.
Yes,
And
but
flew back with bronze medal. And look at lane number 8. It's also Argentinians who are
and
performing
also
incredibly good.
Hungary in lane 6. That would be really close, and France.
All right, but we are approaching
Few
last
meters
20
to
meters.
go,
It's gonna be
but
Spain.
Spain is going for the
Slovakia.
1st place to the finish.
And also France. Well, it was some finish. Julien Burger, Maximilian Beaumont, Kilian Koch, and Julien Decochemont, who finished on the 3rd place. So the biggest favorites, Spain, are the winners of the 1st heat, followed by Slovakia. France on the 4th place for Hungary.
All these boats we will see one more time in semifinals.
Yeah, I'm
According
really
to
looking forward
advancement.
for it.
I think the semifinals will be really interesting with these strong boats like Spain, Hungary.
Yeah, you're right. I
France.
think at the moment K4 men cannot offer anything better than this.
Yes, you're right.
So we are just here enjoying this moment and trying to savor it.
So 4 minutes to the next start. Heat 2 of this category, K4 men. In the start list we can see Korea, Czech Republic, Great Britain, Portugal, Slovakia, Poland, New Zealand and Denmark. We have just 3 minutes to the start.
And maybe we'll get the unofficial results. Or not. We can see incredibly bright water here in Racice.
Takže tady už tam bude pracovat také česká posádka. Si rovnou řekneme, kdo tady na cestě bude. Bude to Tomáš Sobíček, Michal Kuliš,
Alright, so it's 2 minutes till the start of the second race, or the second heat of K4 men 500 meters.
So let's look at the start list.
Alright, so in the lane number 1 it's Korea.
It's Kwang Ki Cho, Wong Song, Taehyung Kim and Sang Won Jang.
In the lane number 2 is Czech Republic. Incredibly young core of Tomáš Sobíšek, Michal Kulich, Willem Kukačka and Jan Vorel. Followed by lane number 3, it's Great Britain.
Thomas Lusty, Trevor Thompson, Noah Dembil and Lewis Fletcher.
In lane number 4, it's Portugal, Emmanuel Silva, João Ribeiro, Messias Baptista and Kevin Santos.
Lane number 5, Slovakia, Martin Hojník, Tomáš Holka, Daniel Rybanský and Matěj Danáš.
So next to the other Slovakian boat, it's in the lane number 6, Poland. It's Jakub Michalski, Slavomír Vičák, Viktor Lešinský and Filip Vekvert.
New Zealand and Benjamin Duffy, Hemlish Legard, Max Brown and Curtis Immer.
And lane number 8, it's Denmark, Rasmus Knudsen, Victor Asmu, Lasse Madsen and Morten Graversen.
So that's the start list of second heat. And now we are waiting for the start.
Yeah, the boats are approaching the starting blocks.
And they have less than 1 minute to the start signal.
In lane number 7, New Zealand in their traditional black color.
Now they are off. Really good start from the lane number 8, that's Denmark, with Rasmus Knudsen, Viktor Asmul, Lasse Madsen and Morten Graversen.
Also incredibly young core.
Yes, now we can see the Korea, Czech Republic, Great Britain, Portugal, Slovakia, Poland, New Zealand.
Alright, and the boats are approaching the second half of this race. It's still incredibly close, and look at this, Czech Republic on the second place. Just very close behind Portugal on the first place. What a race as we are approaching the last 200 meters of this race. It's still between Portugal and Czech Republic. Look at lane number 6, it's Poland, Michalski, Vičák, Lešinský and Becker.
The Czech
Also
Republic
New
is
Zealand
pushing
and
hard to the
Denmark.
finish. Now we can see really tight race. The finish will be so close.
Yeah, alright, so last 50 meters, who's it gonna be? Czech Republic, Poland, Portugal, New Zealand or Denmark? Well, what a race.
Lane number 6, that's Poland.
Yeah, I think you were right.
They were a bit faster in the finish.
but also Slovakia in lane number 4, 5, and mainly for us, Czech Republic in lane number 3, 2. I think they make it to the top 3 and definitely will make a semi-final appearance. But as we've already said, the advancement is first 6 boats
Yes.
to the semi-final, so it was kind of clear to me that Poland, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Portugal, New Zealand and Denmark.
Yes, but I have to say, really good performance from the Czech boat, because it's the second boat of K4, and young boys, Tomáš Sobíšek, Michal Kulich, Vilém Kukačka, Jan Vorel.
Yeah, young boys with big future. And also a big heart. I'm a bit worried about Korean boat.
They have to wait for...
Yeah, they have to wait for the time.
Yes.
So, as for unofficial results, Portugal second, Poland first. And as we've already said it, Czech Republic on the third place. And I'm incredibly sorry for to the South Korea.
No, South Korea, it's okay because they were sixth, so they are going to the semi-final. But
Yeah, as I've said, I'm really sorry.
yes, yes.
I was mainly focusing on Czech boat, and I didn't see that Korea did so well and also earned its place in semi-final.
So the Korean crew are heading to the semi-final.
And I think we've just witnessed the most thrilling race of today yet.
Yet, yes.
And those are quote-unquote just heats. The best parts are still ahead of us.
Máme tady pět doprovodů Američanů, Australanů, Italů, Němců, Srbů. Ještě o to víc, takže to ale neznamená, že byste měli polevovat. Přidejte, budeme doufat, že se čeští závodníci dostanou.
So now we are looking for the next heat, category K4 men, 500 meters. In lane 1, United States of America, Sean Tablard, Akai Manson, Cole Jones and Cassen Taylor.
In lane number 2 it's Australia and Jean Weisheisen, Pierre Weishansen, Thomas Green and Jackson Collins. In lane number 3 it's Italy.
Nicola Rapamonti, Manfredi Rizza, Mauro Crena, Tommaso Freschi.
Lane number 4, Germans, it's Max Rentschmidt, Jakob Schoff, Tom Liebscher and Max Lemke, gold medalists from Olympic Games in Tokyo.
In lane 5 we have Czech crew, Jakub Špicar, Radek Šlouf, Jakub Zavřel and Daniel Havel.
In lane number 6 it's Serbians, Andrea Džombeta, Marko Novakovic, Marko Dragoslevic and Vladimir Torubarov.
Lane 7 Spain, Pelayo Rosa, Juan Oreyes, Albert Marti, and Enrique Adan.
Lane number 8 in Sweden is Erik Hedin, Anton Andersson, Erik Andersson, and Jesper Johansson. And the race has already begun.
Now we are looking the lane number 1 and 2. It's US and Australia. Now we can see also the Italians and strong crew from Germany.
And beautiful duel already between home Czech Republic and Olympic champions from Germany.
Really good performance from the Australia. But
and also
the
Spain in lane
German
number 7.
is in the lead.
And look at it finish from Czech Republic in lane number 4. Jakub Špicar, Radek Šlouf, Jakub Zavřel a Daniel Havel.
But
Who are
this is
fighting
really,
for the
really
first
close.
spot in this race.
Germany, Czech Republic, Australia.
And Spain in lane number
Spain.
7. So who is it gonna be? Germany and Czech Republic. Incredible duel here in Racice 2022.
Really,
The Czech
really
Republic
close.
who's going for the first place. Czech Republic wins, followed by Germany. Third place for Spain and Australia, hard to say. We'll have to wait.
I think
for the
Australia,
other
but it wasn't really clear.
So as you've already said it, Lucy, the previous Czech crew was incredible, but it was
Really strong
like B
finish.
crew, because this one is probably even stronger. Also here on our home court, here in Racice. So Czech crew, Jakub Špicar, Radek Šlouf, Jakub Zavřel and Daniel Havel.
Yes, now we can see the German crew. Max Rentschmidt, Jakob Schoff. He's new in this crew. Tom Liebscher and Max Lemke. Before in this crew was Ronald Rauhe, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
But now he's in a retire. But so we can see
I think he has accomplished everything he could.
Yes, of course, for sure. So now we can see this crew with the new member, Jakob Schoff.
Yeah, and Jakob Schoff is an incredible athlete with a really bright future. He finished on the 4th place in Tokyo
Games?
on Olympic
Yes.
Games. It was incredibly close. I think he was dueling with Fernando Pimenta. So, as you've already said, he replaced Ronald Rauhe in this crew.
So the unofficials, or probably it was officials, I'm not sure now, but the Czech Republic first, second Germany, and in the 3rd place was Spain, if I seen it right. Yes.
Yeah, you did
Spain.
incredibly and correctly. Czech Republic,
Then
Germany,
Austria.
Spain, Australia, Italy, and also Serbia made it.
And Sweden have to
the
wait for
semifinals.
the time.
Yeah. And there's last heat of K4 men 500 meters ahead of us. As you can already see the start list: China, Turkey, Canada, Lithuania, Ukraine, Denmark, Italy, and also Hong Kong will make their appearance in this last heat. And as the boats are getting close to the starting blocks, I think we can make a presentation.
So lane 1 in China, Yongkai Wu, Chung Gai, Chi Wang, and Bodong Liang.
Lane number 2, it's Turkey: Serkan Kakac, Faruk Demir, Mustafa Osman, and Fahri Ayvaz.
Lane 3 in Canada, Nicolas Metif, Pierre Poulin, Lauren Lavin, and Simon McTavish.
Lane number 4, Lithuania: Simonas Maldonis, Mindaugas Maldonis, Ignas Navakauskas, and Arturas Seja.
In lane 5, Ukraine, Oleg Kucharik, Dimitro Danilenko, Ihor Turnov, and Ivan Semikin.
Lane number 6, other Danish crew of Christian Forstad, Gustav Bock, Philip Bride, and William Gravlund.
Lane 7 and Italy, Leonardo Favero, Flavio Spurio, Dylan Paligia and Ricardo Baldan.
And last but definitely not least, Hong Kong, Cheng, Long Chang, Pak So and Chong Chong. And the race has already begun. What a start from lane number 7, Italy. Leonardo Favero, Flavio Spurio, Dylan Paglia and Ricardo Baldan, who are leading the race at the moment.
Yes, very good race from this crew, but still
Yeah, there's a
they
lot
are
of
in
race
the first
ahead of us.
half of this race. So let's wait for the split after first half.
And look at lane number 5, Ukrainians.
Yes, they are in lead now.
With Oleg
Canada.
Kukarik, another big name. Also Lithuania in lane number 4. Brightly green boat are fighting for the first place. And look at the finish from Canadians, lane number 3, but it's still Ukraine.
So look at that, Ukraine in the lead, but Canadian pushing hard to the finish line.
So it's gonna be Ukraine, it's pretty clear to me. Incredible finish from Canada, earned them the 2nd place, Lithuania 3rd, then it's Italy, Turkey, and then it was between China and Denmark.
And now we can see the Hong Kong also crossing the finish line.
Yeah, and athletes from Hong Kong has to wait for their time, but I'm afraid it won't be fast enough to earn them the semi-final place.
I think so.
But we will see.
Yeah, we will see. Anything could happen, so.
Alright, so first play for Ukraine, Oleg Kukarik, Dmitry Danilenko, Ihor Drunov and Ivan Semikin.
So now we have a few minutes to the next start. And we will move on to the category C2 women, 500 meters.
So we have unofficial results right now on the big screen. Lane number 1, or first place, I'm sorry, Ukraine, second place, Canada, Lithuania, Italy, Turkey, and Denmark. And maybe for semi-final, China.
And as you have already seen, according to official results, Ukraine has won, followed by Lithuania and Canada. Canada on a 2nd place and Lithuania on a 3rd.
So we can see the start list of category C2 women, 500 meters, lane 1 Hungary, Jada, Bragato, Bianca, Nach, lane 2 China, Saxiao Shu and Bengia Sun, lane 3 and Republic of Moldova, Daniela Kochu and Marla Orelasu, lane number 4 Isabel Zanin and Annika Leske, lane number 5 Jarsleidis Dubois and Catherine Segera, lane number 6 Poland Sylvia Strembicka and Julia Valchak, lane number 7 Axel Renard and Eugene Dorange, lane number 8 Ukraine Ludmila Luzan, Anastasia Chetverikova, and lane number 9 Sofia Jensen and Julia Oesde.
So in lane number 2 from China, Olympic gold medalist Xixiao Xu and Mengia Sun, who are probably the biggest favorites of this heat, which has already begun. All right, so Olympic winners from China in lane number 2. Then it's in lane number 1, Hungary. 3, it's Moldova, Germany, Cuba, Poland, France, Ukraine, and Canada. The advancement is first 3 boats will make it straight to the final A. Cruise on 4th to 7th place will make it to the semi-final, and also one crew from the 8th place has a chance to make it by the time.
So all the ladies are getting closer to the second half of this race.
Yeah, they are. And it's between China and Cuba.
China in the lead.
Unsurprisingly, Olympic winners from China in the lead, followed by Cuba and Ukraine.
Ukraine is also really strong in this category.
Yeah, so first 3 boats, first 3 crews will make it to the final A. So there's still a big chance for Ukraine in lane number 8. Ludmila Luzan and Anastasia Chetverikova, who are pedaling for the 2nd or 3rd place.
Yes, but China, look at that. China is definitely going for the first place from the heat.
Then
And
it's
going to
Cuba and Ukraine. Unfortunately, Poland in lane number 6 finished 4th and didn't make it to the final A. So
China,
none of those crews were
Ukraine, and
competition
Cuba.
for Chinese Xixiao Xu and Mengia Sun, who took over this crew, this heat, and won.
Tyto závodnice by tedy měly jít přímo do finále.
Řekneme ještě klíč tedy v češtině pro tyto závody. Jsou to první 3 lodi do finále, 4. a 7. loď do semifinále a k tomu se ještě těm finálovým účastnícím se přidá ještě první loď z 8. místa,
tedy konkrétně ta z nejlepší místa.
So we have 2 minutes to the next start of this category. So let's look on the start list.
All right, so in lane number 1 is Germany, Lisa Jan and Sophie Koch. Lane number 2, Czech Republic.
It's Martina Malíková and Alžběta Veverková.
In lane number 3, it's Canada, it's Katie Vincent and Sloan McKenzie.
Lane number 4, Virag Bala and Kischo Takáč.
Lane number 5 in Ukraine, it's Yulia Kolesnik and Tatiana Smilovenko.
Lane 6 in Spain, Claudia Couto and Julia Espinosa.
Lane number 7, Great Britain, and Samantha Sullivan and Anna Palmer.
And lane 8 in Poland, Katarzyna Sperkiewicz and Alexandra Jacewicz.
Advancement is still the same. First 3 boats will make their appearance in the final. Lady Cruz from place 4th till 7th will make it to the semifinals, followed by 1 crew by time. Alright, so we are incredibly happy to see another Czech appearance. Lane number 2, Martina Malíková and Alžběta Veverková.
Now
And
they
the
are off.
race has already started.
So, really good start from the lane number 8. That's the crew from Poland. I think they had the best start, but we haven't seen the rest of the start list and the rest of the crews, so
Yeah, I
it's hard to
couldn't agree
say.
more. So it's Poland at the moment, Sperkiewicz and Jacewicz.
But look at the opposite side, lane 1 and Germany.
Yeah, it's Lisa Jan and Sophie Koch.
Also really good performance, and this is the lane number 4 and Hungary.
Alright, so crews are approaching the split. Germany on the first place and Hungary and Poland. So Lucy, you are perfect and really correct as we are approaching last 200 meters. I think it's incredibly clear that these 3 crews are most likely to advance to the final.
We have less than 100 meters to the finish line, and it looks like the German crew is in the lead.
All right, so Germany, Hungary and Poland.
Hungary is trying to beat the Germans.
All right. Lucky
Few
for
meters
us,
to
this is
go.
what we love, the fight spirit.
And Germany.
So Hungary in the first place,
it's
followed by
Hungary.
Germany and Poland. 4th
Better
place
finish from
for Canada,
Hungary.
followed by Spain, who finished 5th. It was Claudia Conto and Julia Espinosa. So once again, beautiful duel between Hungary and Germany. Well, to us, it seemed like Hungarians won, but we'll wait for official results. But it was incredibly clear that Germany, Hungary and Poland make it through to the final A of C2 women 500 meters.
The unofficial results in both places of the semifinals.
So, unofficial results from the previous heat. C2 women. First was Hungary, then Germany, and on the third place we had Spain. I
Well, it
think.
was Poland.
Yeah, sorry, Poland.
So, Hungary, Germany, and Poland. Those were three crews who make it through to the final A. But let's move on.
Yes.
We'll once again change the gender as we are looking at the start list of C2 men 500 meters. Once again, some big names are here. In lane number 1, it's Czech Republic, Wojciech Nováček and Josef Havlík.
Lane 2 and Germany, Sebastian Brendel and Tim Hecker.
Lane number 3, it's Canada, Craig Spence and Brad Hillman.
Lane 4 Lithuania, Henrikas Zustavas and Vadim Korobov.
Lane number 5 is Hungary, and it's Jonathan Haidu and Adam Fekete.
Lane 6 in Republic of Moldova, Oleg Tarnovsky and Sergei Tarnovsky.
7th lane is Cuba, and it's Jose Cordova and Tabiani Alvarez.
And lane 8 is Ukraine, Vitaly Veregas and Andriy Rybachok.
And last but definitely not least, Poland in the lane number 9 is Viktor Glazunov and Tomáš Barniak. The advancement is first crew will make it straight to the final A, second to 7th to the semis. Only the last boat is unfortunately out. Well, and I think it's a little bit interesting to see brothers Tarnovsky here,
Yes, you're
because they've already had some doping issues,
right.
but
They were off
hopefully
for
they are clear and
some seasons, I think.
yeah, they had ban, so but they are here and will try to clear their name and
Yes, you're right.
compete as fast as they can. But look at lane number 2, Sebastian Brendel, Tim Hecker, Germans, and also Olympic gold medalist from Rio de Janeiro. And
Yes, you're
also
right.
bronze medalist from Tokyo.
So really strong crews here again. In lead we have Poland at the moment, and on the second place Germany.
All right, so it's a beautiful duel between Germany and Poland, lane number 2 and 9. Who is it gonna be? Just the first boat who will make it straight to the final
Yes.
A. So it's Tim Hecker and Sebastian Brendel versus Viktor Glazunov and Tomáš Barniak.
But look at the
Also,
Germany.
brothers Tarnovskis are trying to compete for the first place, but I think it's too late. So who's it gonna
This
be,
is
Germans or
fight
Poland?
between
It's still
Germany and Poland.
at the moment who are about to win and
I
advance
think
to
the
the final
Poland
A.
is a bit faster. Yes, the Poland. So the finalist from this heat is Poland, Viktor Glazunov and Tomáš Barniak.
All right, so what a performance by Polish athletes.
Yes, but also Sebastian Brendel and Tim Hecker did a really good job in this heat. It's a shame that just few meters before the finish line they didn't make it.
Yeah, it was
And-
incredibly close, but Sebastian Brendel shows us that the age is just a number, and
Yes.
he is performing just like he was in his late 20s. All right. Unfortunately, Wojciech Nováček and Josef Havlík are probably eliminated since they're finished on the last place.
Did you catch the result of the brothers Tarnovskis?
Well, I think it was incredibly close between 3rd to 7th place. So
Okay.
there definitely were
So we will wait
somewhere
for
here.
the
Yeah,
results.
we have to wait. I'm really sorry.
Because I didn't notice.
Yeah, I was also mainly focusing on the beautiful duel between Poland and Germany.
we can see the unofficials. Poland, Germany. On first two places.
Third place for Ukrainian, followed by Moldova. So
Yeah,
Brothers
Republic
Tarnowski
of Moldova.
finished on fourth place.
But now we can see the start list of second heat. In lane 2 we have Chile, Vincent Diaz and Matias Jimenez.
Lane number 3, it's Portugal. It's Bruno Afonso and Marco Apura.
Lane number 4, Poland, Aleksander Kitevski and Arsen Slivinsky.
Lane number 5 in Italy, it's Nikolai Krasiun and Daniel Santini.
Lane number 6, Jiří Zalubil and Antonín Hrabal from Czech Republic.
Lane number 7, another German crew, it's Michal Müller and Moritz Adam.
Lane number 8 in Spain, Juan Moreno and Adrian Sierro.
And last but definitely least, China in lane number 9, it's Fei Long Miao and Bo Wenji.
So the announcement is still the same. That means just the first boat is going to final A and the rest have to go to the semi-final.
So once again, we'll try to mainly focus on Czech crew in lane number 6. Jiří Zalubil with Antonín Hrabal, who has just begun their journey to the race. Alright, so what a start by Spain in lane number 8, Juan Moreno and Adrian Sierro.
So now we can see lane number 2 in Portugal. And now you can see it 2, 3 and 4 in lane 3. In lane 2 Chile, lane 3 Portugal, lane 4 it's Poland. Really strong crew, but
Alright, so at the moment it seems like, oh, I was gonna say it seems like a duel between Poland and Portugal, but it's Spain in the first place. Juan Moreno and Adrian Sierro in lane number 8 were out of the camera shot.
yes, now we can see the line 4 and 5. It's Poland and Italy. And this is a pretty big fight between these two.
Yeah, but this is mainly competition for first place and advancement to the final A. And it's still Spain, lane number 8, Juan Moreno, Adrian Sierro.
But lane number 5 is trying to finish. But
Well,
no, Spain is first in the finish line, and that means they are going to final A.
then it was between Poland and Italy. And Italians Nicolai Krasiun and Daniel Santini decided to probably save some energy because they already knew that they were no match for Spain, and we'll definitely see them. We'll definitely see them in the semi-finals. So Nicolai Krasiun and Daniel Santini will be definitely favorites in the afternoon semi-finals.
third heat of C2 men 500 meters. There's a start list. Lane number 1, Italy, Gabriele Cassare and Carlo Bacchini. Lane number 2, China, Hao Liu and Feng Feng. Lane number 3, Vicky Goodman and Felipe Vieira from Brazil. Lane number 4, Spain.
So we have 2 minutes to the next start of the same category. That means C2 men 500 meters. In lane 1 we have Gabriel Casade and Carlo Tacchine.
Lane number 2, it's China. It's Hao Liu and Pengfei Zheng.
Lane number 3 is Brazil, Jackie Goodman and Felipe Vieira.
In lane number 4, it's Spain and Cayetano Garcia and Pablo Martinez.
Lane 5 and Ukraine, Taras Mazovsky and Danile Karachenko.
Lane number 6 is France and Siloa Lenert and Adrian Bart.
Lane number 7 and Slovakia, Eduard Strýček and Petr Křížek.
Lane number 8 is Canada, it's Tyler Laidlaw and Alex Plutmo.
And lane number 9 is Republic of Moldova, Mihail Kulčák and Mihail
Kiaia.
Koču.
And we do remember Mihail Kulčák, the Moldovan who also performed here last year in
Yes.
Racice on Olympic hopes, so he's incredibly young, I think.
Yes, he is 2005. It's the
All right. So he was born in 2005, incredibly young and bright prospect from Moldova. But we are approaching the last 200 meters of this race. Is Spain, who's leading at the moment, followed by China and Brazil. So it's Cayetano Garcia and Pablo Martinez in lane number 4, who are trying their best to clinch their spot in final A. But look at China. Lane
Yeah,
number 2,
China.
Hao Liu and Pengfei Zheng.
China is really strong in this finish, but we have still few meters to the finish line.
All right, so who is it gonna be? Spain on China. Incredible finish, but Spain are
I think they are
trying their best.
losing.
Well, that
We
was
have to wait
incredibly
for the
close.
photo finish.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm speechless. I'm not.
It's hard to say who is the winner.
Yeah, it could go either
Because
way.
that was a millimeters.
Yeah, and it's really a shame that only the one crew will make it to the final A. So,
Now we can see, according to unofficials, that Cayetano Garcia and Pablo Martinez from Spain are the winners of this heat. But let's wait.
yeah, definitely. As I've already said, it could go either way. So it was between China and Spain. So Hao Liu and Pengfei Zheng were dueling with Spain, Cayetano Garcia with Pablo Martinez. Either of those crews could make it to the final A.
According to mainstream, like third place, on third place was Ukraine. But look at that, on the first place, Spain. So Spain, according to unofficial results, will be heading directly to final A. Second position it was China, then Ukraine, Italy, France, and Canada, and then Brazil, seventh position.
Tak, teď máme zhruba 10 minut do dalšího startu, je tam tedy menší pauza. Můžeme se ale těšit za 10 minut na další závod s českou účastí, konkrétně tedy to bude K1 muži na 500 metrů, budou to rozjížďky na dráze číslo 1, to znamená opět
Nejdále obsluhuje bude český závodník Martin Cech. Těšíme se na to, máme zhruba teď ještě 9 minut pauzu. Děkujeme, že jste s náma, že jste na první světové poháru tady v České republice.
there is a start, please. Lane number 1, Czech Republic, Martin Kubíček. Lane number 2, Turkey, Denis Kaya. Lane number 3, United States of America, Nicholas Whitcomb. Lane number 4, Finland, Jeremy Hakala. Lane number 5, South Africa, Christian Kodze. Lane number 6, Georgia, Jeffrey Peralta. Lane number 7, Argentina, Valentin Rossi. And lane number 8, Hong Kong, Canoe-Kayak.
So we are back, and we have here another category. Heat 1, K1 man, 500 meters. In lane 1, Martin Sobíšek, Czech Republic.
Lane number 2 is Turkey and Denis Kaya.
Lane 3, United States of America, Nicholas Whitcomb.
Lane number 4 it's Finland, it's Jeremy Hakala.
Lane number 5, it's Republic South Africa, Christian Kodze.
Lane number 6 is Guatemala and it's Jeffrey Peralta.
Lane number 7 and Argentina, Valentin Rossi.
And lane number 8 is Hong Kong and Chok Chong.
So the advancement is first 6 boats are going to the semi-final, and 7 boats from all the heats have to wait for the best time to go to the semi-final also.
Indeed, and the race has already begun. Look at this beautiful start from Martin Sobíšek in lane number 1.
Yes, very good start from the Czech athlete, but still we are in the first half of this race.
It also seems like Valentino Rossi from Argentina is doing well in lane number 7. Also Christian Kodze and Jeremy Hakala, lanes number 4 and 5,
Yes,
Finland and South Africa.
In the middle, yes, the Finland and the Republic South Africa is the lane 5 is in the lead. On the second place is Czech Republic. On the third place is lane number 6. That's
Jeffrey Peralta from Guatemala, all right.
yes.
So, we are approaching the last 120 meters. It's still South Africa and Christian Kodze who's leading at the moment, followed by Martin Sobíšek.
Yes, Martin Sobíšek is trying to finish, and I think he is in the lead right now.
And look at lane number 7, Valentino Rossi from Argentina, who's also trying to win this heat.
Republic South Africa and Christian Kodze is first in the finish line.
Valentino Rossi on the second place, and third place for our beloved Martin Sobíšek, the one and only, the legend. He also advanced to the semi-finals. So first place for South Africa, second for Argentina, and third for Czech Republic. Valentino Rossi, he was born in 2002. So yet another young star of world kayaking. And here we can see Martin Sobíšek, who was incredibly exhausted after a good race. And we are looking forward to see his performance in semifinals.
Yes, we have a few minutes to the next start. And in second heat, we have another Czech athlete in lane 1. So lane 1, Willem Kukačka from Czech Republic.
Lane 2, it's Denmark and Torbjorn Rask.
Lane 3 and Chile, Julian Cartes.
In lane number 4, representing ICF, it's Said Fazlola.
Lane 5 and Hungary, Benz Nadash.
Lane number 6 is Bulgaria, Ivan Penchev.
Lane 7 and Germany, Jonas Dreger.
And in lane number 8, closing the starting list, is Korea and Jihong Won.
P2 we have in lane 1 Czech Republic by Vilém Kukačka. On lane 2 will be Denmark by Torbjörn Ras. Lane 3 Chile and Julian Cartes. Lane 4 is our athlete representing ICF, Said Fazlola. Lane 5 is Hungary by.
So as we can see, unofficial results. First place for Christian Kotzi from South Africa, second for Argentinian Valentino Rossi and Martin Sobíšek on third place. Then, probably for some of you, surprisingly, on fourth place it was Finland and it was Jeremy Hakala. Alright, and we are just about the tenths of seconds till the start of the second heat on K1 men 500 meters here in Racice Czech 2022. Czech Republic, Denmark, Chile, ICF, Hungary, Bulgaria, Germany and South Korea. Advancement is still the same. First 6 boats will make it to the semi-final +3 by time.
So, heat 2, category K1 men, 500 meters just began, and we are looking for the leader.
And probably there's some issue with Czech athlete Vilém Kukačka in lane number 1. Probably some injury or
We don't know, but
we don't know yet. But so let's
just continue and
yeah, let's focus on the first
focus,
place, which is at the moment held by Bence Nadaš from
No,
Hungary
it's
in lane
Germany.
number 5.
Sorry.
And also, I'm sorry, German. It's Jonas Dreger in lane number 7. So, as we are approaching the last 150 meters, it's between Hungary and Germany. So, Bence Nadaš or Jonas Dreger. Also, strong performance by Ivan Penchev from Bulgaria in lane number 6.
But really good finish from the Bence Nadaš from Hungary. You can see the blue boat in the lead.
Yeah, and I think it's enough. So he just won, followed by German. Third place for Bulgaria. Surprisingly, on fourth place, it was Said Fazlola, representing ICF. Who,
Really good performance from him.
yeah, it was incredible, and he clinched his place in the semifinals. And same for Kiwon Won from South Korea, who also
číslo 7 bude pro Čínu a dání číslo 8.
Alright, and we are looking at the start list of this third heat of K1 men 500 meters.
So the start list is in lane one. Lane one is Spain, Marcus Waltz.
In lane number 2 is Australia and it's Fletcher Armstrong.
Lane number 3 and Germany, Jakob Tortzen.
Lane number 4 belongs to Italy and Giacomo Sinti.
Lane number 5 and Uruguay, Matias Otero.
Lane number 6 and Denmark, Magnus Sibersen.
Lane number 7 and China, Xinqiao Chen.
And last but definitely least, lane number 8, it's USA, it's Akwe Manson. So in lane number 1, we've got Olympic champion from Rio de Janeiro, but on different track. Marcus Waltz won 1 kilometer in 2:16. Maybe some of you remember his incredible finish, where he, unfortunately for us, has beaten Josef Dostal. And at the moment he's mainly focusing on crew races, but here in Racice he's also competing on single kayak on 500 meters, so we'll see how well he's prepared.
So Marcus Waltz in lane 1 as the Olympic champion from Rio de Janeiro. So we are
So
waiting.
athletes are in the starting blocks and they took off.
So who do you think will be the leader of this heat?
Well, I believe in Marcus Waltz, who has a lot of experience on a world stage and is incredibly strong, but also I wouldn't underestimate none of these athletes. All of them are capable of making it to the semifinals.
Yes, I agree. But now we can see it's pretty tight for all the boats.
Yeah, but
Germany
as they
is-
just paddled through the split, it's Jakob Tortzen from Germany in lane number 3,
And
who's
Marcus
leading
Waltz
the way,
in a third
followed
place.
by Chinese. It's Jiantao Shen.
It's another Chinese surprise
Yeah.
in a heat.
Well, the team of China is just showing us how well they are prepared for this season's. And so now when it's duel between Jiantao Shen and Jakob Torsen, Germany versus China. Look at the beautiful finish from Italian Giacomo Sinti in lane number 4, who's followed by Matias Otero from Uruguay. So as we are approaching the last 30 meters, it seems like it's German giant Jakob
Jakob Tortzen.
Tortzen who's about to win this race. He has just already won, followed by Italy, Uruguay and China. So
But
it
I
was
think-
Jiantao Shen who didn't have enough energy for the last tens of meters, but still.
I think they probably save some energy for the semifinal because the advancement is from first to sixth place to the semifinal.
Yeah, you're right, it may be tactics,
Yes.
but the winner in this heat was pretty clear. Jakob Tortzen, followed by Giacomo Sinti, Matias Otero. And the last two spots in the semifinal those were between Jiantao Shen and probably Marcus Waltz.
Yeah, probably. But we have to wait for the officials.
Yeah. He was probably a bit exhausted because he has already performed on K4 men. Alright, so we've got the unofficial results. First place for Jakob Thornsen from Germany, second for Italy is Giacomo Cinti, followed by Mattias Otero, then Marcus Waltz with Jantao Shen, and it was Magnus Sibersen from Denmark who clinched the last spot in the semi-final. The rest of the athletes has to wait for their time. And we are looking at the start list of the last heat of K1 men 500 meters. So probably let's make a quick presentation.
So lane 2 and Netherlands, Albert Vlier.
Alright, next to the Dutch athlete is Poland in lane number 3 and is Wojciech Pilasz.
Lane 4 and Slovenia, Rock Smith.
Lane number 5 belongs to Belgium, it's Bram Sikkens.
Lane 6 and Hong Kong, China, Long Chang.
Lane number 7 belongs to Israel, it's Staff Mizrahi.
And lane number 8 is Australia, Noah Havard.
And in this heat we can see 7 performers. So one of them want to make it straight to the semi-final. So who is it gonna be? We'll know answer to this question in a few minutes because the athletes are approaching the starting blocks. So Netherlands, Poland, Slovenia, Belgium, Hong Kong, Israel and Australia.
So the last heat, category K1 men, 500 meters, just started. Really good start from lane number 2, that was Poland and Wojciech Pilasz.
And also look at lane number 7, Israel, Staff Mizrahi, who really had a head start. So at the moment the leading athletes are from Poland and Israel, but we are just in the start of this race. Still more than 300 meters ahead of us.
The Poland athlete looks really in a good form.
Yeah, this is confident paddling. Beautiful technique. All right.
But Belgium is in the lead.
Bram Sikkens. Followed by lane number 8. It was Noah Howard from Australia, who is currently on the 2nd place. So,
now
still Belgium.
Still Belgium. We can see him now.
Yeah, and last 100 meters. It's still Belgium in the lead, but Australia is trying their best.
And Poland
Noah
also.
Howard, and also Poland in lane number 3 is Wojciech Pilasz. Also, Rock Smith from Slovenia is trying their best, but none of them is matched to Belgian athlete Bram Sikkens, who just won, followed by Australia, Slovenia and Poland. 5th place for Israel. And Albert Vlier from Netherlands. So Dutch athlete is also advancing to the semifinals. Unfortunately, Long Chang from Hong Kong has to wait for his time. We'll definitely wait for another unofficial results. It was pretty clear that Bram Sikkens has won. Right now we are once again changing the gender as we'll move on for K1 women on 500 meters, as their first heat is about to start in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes, shall be start of this category, but women, we have 5 heats in this category. So category K1 women 500 meters. And we have 3 minutes to the start.
Si říkal, že ti tam dám něco jiného, ať si můžeš přestřihávat.
Athletes are almost at the start line and we can introduce them. So heat one, K1 women.
Alright, so let's make a quick presentation of ladies who are performing in this first heat of K1 women 500 meters.
So lane 1 and Spain, Begona Lascano.
Lane number 2 is Germany and Yule Hake.
Lane 4 and Turkey, Hilay Avci.
Lane number 5 is Croatia, it's Anna Maria Govorcinovic.
Lane 6, Switzerland, Franziska Widmer.
Lane number 7 in China, it's Min Jie-yin.
Lane 8, United States of America, Sterling Huster.
And lane number 9 is Serbia and Kristina Bedec.
So advancement, first 5 boats to the semi-final and 2 boats from the 6th place with the best time is going to the semi-final too, but the rest out.
Alright, so we've got empty lane number 3, so just 8 athletes will try their best to advance to the semifinals. So Spain, Germany, Turkey, Croatia, Switzerland, China, USA and Serbia. And we are about to start in just a few seconds.
Yes, all the boats in the buckets. And now we just started.
It was really unfortunate for lane number 8. It was from United States of America, Sterling Shuster.
I don't know what happened, probably the blocks.
Yeah, but it also happens, it's just a sport, you know.
Yes.
So let's mainly focus on the first place.
First 5 places.
Yeah.
That would be better. So.
But the first place at the moment is occupied by Chinese Min Jie-yin in lane number 7.
China is really good prepared for this World Cup.
Yeah, incredible strong pace.
I'm really surprised.
Yeah, I'm also kind of surprised. So, first place for China, followed by Spain in lane number 1. It's Begona Lascano.
Third place for the Germany and Yule Hake. And fourth place for Croatia, Anna Maria Govorcinovic.
Croatia's also doing great. But at the moment we are watching the leader of this race, Meng Yin, representing China, who's approaching the last 100 meters, followed by Germany and Spain. There's a beautiful duel as the Germany and Spain are going head-to-head for a second place. So who's it gonna be? Probably the first place for China. Or is
But
Jule
no,
Hake trying to do something
it's
with a beautiful
Germany.
finish?
Germany in the lead right now.
So Jule Hake, thanks to a beautiful and strong finish, has just won this race, followed by China and Spain.
And
Fourth place
Begoña
for
Lascano.
Croatia. Also Serbian Kristina Bedec is also advancing to the semis. So last tens of meters were incredible from Jule Hake.
From Croatia, it was Anna Maria Goroškanović. From Serbia, Kristina Bedec.
So we are looking for really interesting heat number 2 with Lisa Carrington in lane number 1.
Yeah, 5-time Olympic champion, 6-time Olympic medalist, mostly from K1 200 and K1 and 2 500 meters. So
Most successful New Zealand's athlete all of the times.
yeah, so we know who is the favorite of this heat, but let's finish the presentation so our spectators would know who is performing here. In lane number 2 is China and Qian Zhang.
Lane number 3, Argentina, Maria Garo.
In lane number 4, it's Serbia and Maria Dostanic.
Lane 5, Republic South Africa, Esti Oliver.
Lane number 6, and it's Singapore, it's Jixian Chen.
Lane number 7, Hungary, Aida Gasso.
And lane number 8, Great Britain and Rebecca Simon. Advancement is still the same. First 5 boats will make it to the semifinals, +2 by time. And already look at a strong start from Lisa Carrington in lane number 1. It's it's simply incredible. Look at his technique, her pace and stronger.
And how fast she is.
Yeah,
Definitely the leader of this race and also of this category at all.
yeah, this is one of the best who ever did it. Lisa Carrington leading the way as she's approaching the split of 200 meters.
So New Zealand, Singapore on a second place, Hungary and Serbia, but still we are in the first half and now we are moving on to the second half
All right,
of
so
this.
Jixian Chen from Singapore, and her first half of the race was incredibly good as she's fighting for her semi-final spot, but it's still New Zealand's very own Lisa Carrington who's representing the land of Kiwis and the Lord of the Rings as
Yes,
she's approaching the last 80 meters on the first place.
few meters to go for Lisa.
Look at lane number 7, Aida Gasso from Hungary. She's also trying her best and probably will claim the second place in this heat. So first place for New Zealand, second for Hungary. Fight for the third place between lane number 4, 5 and 6. So it was Serbia, Republic of South Africa and Singapore. So Maria Dostanic, Esti Olivier and Jixian Chen are completing our 5, which is advancing to the semis. As here we are watching Lisa Carrington, the winner of the second heat of K1 Women 500. And I'm pretty sure that Lisa was just warming up.
Yes. Now we can see Aida Gajo from Hungary, who was on the second place, and Maria Dostanic from Serbia. But now we are moving on again. We are waiting for the third heat of this category. But before we just can see the results of the second heat.
Yeah, according to unofficial results, Lisa Carrington has won by more than a 1.5 second, so it's a pretty huge spare.
And she was much faster than the last European champion from 2021.
Yeah.
More than
4 seconds
4
faster.
seconds, yes.
And just by 1 second slower than the actual world champion, but still far behind the world best time, which was set by another New Zealander, Kathleen Ryan.
But also she was now a bit faster than she was in Olympic Games in Tokyo.
Yeah, but as you know, we are all doing the outside sports,
Yes.
so
The conditions are different. Weather.
yeah. But we all know that here in Racice there are athletes capable of performing some very good times. So
Yes.
hopefully.
And today we have really good conditions.
And so hopefully we'll see
Light wind, not too much hot, sunny. I think this is one of the best conditions the athletes could have for the racing.
I couldn't agree more. So, let's look at the start list of the third heat of K1 Women 500 meters. In lane number 1, we've got Ukraine and Natalia Dokienko.
Lane number 2 and Slovakia, Ivana Kmeťová.
In lane number 3, it's a Czech Republic's very own Eliška Betlachová.
Lane 4, Canada, Michelle Russell.
Lane number 5 and Spain, it's Isabel Contreras.
Lane 6, Poland, Justina Iskrička.
Lane number 7 in Italy, it's Irena Burgo.
And lane 8, Finland, Sara Mihalik.
All right, and ladies are getting closer and closer to the starting buckets. So we have seen just the first false start of the day.
But we don't know who fault was it.
So hopefully none of the athletes will be disqualified. Maybe some of them will get just warning from
Yes,
the
I
jury.
think it's for the first time it's warning, and for the second time the judges can disqualify.
Right, so I'm a bit curious. Was the person who tried to start too quickly?
So now we are looking for another start of heat 3 category K1 women, and now it's everything okay.
So this time everything's all right. Ukraine, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Canada, Espanol, Poland, Italy, and Finland. All right, so we have our fingers crossed for Eliška Betlachová in lane number 3, representing Czech Republic.
Now we can see lane number 1 in Ukraine, Natalia Dukienko, and next to her is Slovakian athlete Ivana Kmeťová.
Also Isabel Contreras from Spain in lane number 5, who is at the moment out of the camera view, is performing incredibly well. Here we can see her, and she's probably also leading the way, followed by Canadian
And
Michelle
Poland.
Russell.
And Slovakia on a fourth place. The
Right,
Slovakian
and from Poland,
athlete, she come back after I don't know if it was a long break, but she was pregnant and now she has a little daughter, and after that she come back to the profi paddling again, and now
Right,
we can
so
see her.
after having a child, she's back and she's performing stronger than ever. But at the moment, it's Isabel Contreras from Spain who's leading the way, followed by Justyna Iskryčka from Poland in lane number 6. So who's it gonna be, 6 or 5? I think it's the first place for Spain, then it's Poland, and third place for lane number 4, it's Canada.
Lane number 2.
beautiful duel between lanes 7 and 2.
So Spain, Poland.
So Irene Burgo and also Ivana Akhmetova will probably make it through to the semifinals. And what about Eliška Betlachová in lane number 3?
I think she was on a 5th place, but not sure now.
Yeah, I also think she was between 5th and 6th place. So hopefully.
2nd place for Poland and 3rd place for Canada. Mitchell Russell. And on a 4th place, I think, was Ivana Kmeďová from Slovakia.
All right, so yet another victory for Spanish team via Isabela Contreras, who's showing us that she's here in a good form. And we are looking for her performance in semifinals.
So according to unofficial results, first place was for Isabel Contreras from Spain in E3.
So according to unofficial results, Spain, Poland, Canada, Slovakia and Italy are heading to the semis. Eliška Betlachová has to wait for her time. But as I've already said, we have our fingers crossed and believe that she will make it through. There's a 4 heat of K1 women on the course. In lane number 1 is Chile, it's Jeanette Venezuela.
Lane 2 and South Korea is Sinyan Cho.
Lane number 3 is Slovenia, it's Anja Osterman.
Lane 4 and Portugal, Teresa Portela.
Anna Puławska from Poland in lane number 5. In lane number 6 is Finland and Neta Malinen. Lane number 7 is Romania and Malina Trifescu. In lane number 8 is Ukrainian Ivana Daichenko. And we are approaching the last 150 meters. At the moment, it's between Portuguese and Slovenian Anja Osterman and Teresa Portela. Also, don't forget about Anna Puławska from Poland in lane number 5.
A really good performance from Portugal in lane number 4, but there is a really close fight between lane number 3 and 4. In 3 is Slovenia, Anja Osterman.
All right, so first place for Portugal, followed by Slovenia and Poland. All right, so it was a very calm and nice frequency of paddling from Teresa Portela, representing Portugal. Also, Neta Malinen and Malina Trifescu, Finland and Romania are heading to the semis.
So that was the last heat of this category, I think. And oh, sorry, one more. So heat number 5 of category K1 women. So we have few minutes to the next start of the last heat category K1 women, and then we will continue with C1 men on the same distance, that means 500 meters.
we're calling to unofficial results. First place for Portugal, Teresa Portela. Second position for Ostoman from Slovenia. Third position, Martina Clark from Turkey.
Alright, and we are heading for the last heat of K1 women 500 meters. So let's make a presentation in lane number 1. Great Britain and Lucy Smith.
Lane 2 and Czech Republic, Adela Hazová.
In lane number 3 is from Slovakia, Lisa Gamsjäger.
Lane 4 and Norway, Maria Virik.
In lane number 5 is Argentina and Brenda Rojas.
Lane 6, United States of America, Emma McDonald.
In lane number 7 from South Korea is Helen E.
And lane 8, Slovenia, Spela Janic.
So as the ladies are approaching the starting blocks.
Yes, last 3 boats are coming to the start line.
So we are waiting for
and now we are
US
almost ready.
athlete.
Yes, all
Now
the
we
boats
are
in the
ready
buckets.
to go.
And now they are off.
Alright, so first 5 are advancing to the semis, +2 by the best time. What a start from Spela Janic from Slovenia, lane number 8.
Yes, really good start from the lane 8. But now we are watching the Czech athlete in lane number 2, Adela Hazová, who is trying to beat the
There she
best
is, Adela Hazová,
result.
coming from Děčín, on the north of Czech Republic, on her probably first single kayak World Cup appearance.
I think so.
And she is really trying her best. But at the moment, it's not enough for her to compete with Lisa Gamsjäger from Slovakia.
Yes, Lisa is the leader of this heat. And in contact with her is Maria Virik from Norway in lane 4.
As you've said it, the Norwegian is close behind Slovakian athlete on his second place. And we are approaching the last 100 meters of this heat. So who's it gonna be? Still Slovakia in the first place, followed by Norway. Also, don't forget about Slovenian in lane number 8, Spela Janic is also trying her best. As we are approaching the last 30 meters of this race, it's still Lisa Gamsjäger from Slovakia who's leading the way and is about to win
Yes,
this
she's
heat.
going.
So the first place from Slovakia, second Norway, third Slovenia. And beautiful, beautiful finish from Adela Hazová in lane number 2, who claims for herself on Czech Republic the spot in the afternoon semifinals. What a duel with Argentinian Brenda Rojas. Maria Virik representing Norway. Finish on a second place. A according to at least unofficial results, and there's Bela Janic, Slovenian, third place in the fifth heat, also should be heading to the semi-final.
Obrazovce můžete vidět první plavebce před stanem na lodě. Tady zdravíme. Doufám, že tam silníte, že vám bude chutnat, abyste
We have C1 man on 500 meters in front of us. It's going to be heat one.
We are once again changing category here on 500 meters, as there are heats of C1 men ahead of us. So let's make a quick presentation because boys are heading to the starting blocks.
So lane 1, Austria, Manfred Pallinger.
Lane number 2, Italy, and Mattia Alfonsi.
Lane 3, Poland, Tomáš Barňák.
Favorite in lane number 4 from Brazil is Isaqueiros Queiroz dos Santos.
Lane 5, Republic of Moldova, Oleg Tarnovsky.
Lane number 6 from United States of America is Ian Ross.
Lane 7 and Chile, Vicente Diaz.
And last but definitely not least, from Ukraine, lane number 8, it's Pavlo Altukov.
So here we have a different announcement, and first boat is going to the final A. From the 2nd to 7th place, the boats are going to the semi-final.
All right, and the boys already are off. And look at lane number 5, Oleg Tarnovsky, representing Moldova, is leading the way from the very start.
But we have here Isquias dos Santos, who is the Olympic medalist and also the world medalist.
Yeah, as you've already said it, the world champion from Brazil, paddling in the lane number 4, is
Yes.
already leading the way. Look at this, first place for Brazil, second Italy, then is very close between Ukraine and Moldova. So Pavlo Altukov and Oleg Tarnovsky.
Oleg Tarnovsky is losing a bit.
Yeah, it seems like he is a bit exhausted because he has already competed on C2.
Yes, probably that would be the reason. Now we can see lane number 4 and Isquias dos Santos, who is definitely the leader of this heat.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. Look at the calm frequency of paddling as he approaching the finish line on the first place. Paulo Artukov in the lane number 8 is trying his best, but I think it's clear that the Brazilian is the winner. Second place for Ukraine. Then it was really calm between 5, 3, 2 and 1. So Oleg Tarnovsky, Tomáš Barniak, Mattia Alfonsien, Manfred Palinger, because all of them are advancing to the semi-final.
So that was race number 25 of today's program, and now we are looking on second heat, category C1 men, with Czech athlete Martin Fuchsa.
Martin Fuchsa na dráze číslo 5, hvězda české rychlostní rozcviky a pojede tedy svoji rozjížďku na 500 metrů. Martin Fuchsa je aktuální bronzový šampion.
Alright, and we are looking at the start list of the second heat. C1 man 500 meters, lane number 1 from Poland. Poland, it's Łukasz Witowski.
Lane 2 and Korea, Joel Kim.
Lane number 3 from Canada, it's Andrew Billard.
Lane 4 and Ukraine, Viktor Svirdik.
In lane number 5 is Czech Republic's very own Martin Fuchsa.
Lane 7 and Hungary, David Korishansky.
Lane number 8 is from Moldova, it's Michal Kulchak.
And lane 9 and China, Bo Wenji.
The advancement is still the same, only the first boat will make it to the final. Athletes on the 2nd through 7th place are advancing to the semi-finals. So there's probably the biggest favorite in lane number 5, Czech Republic's Martin Fuchsa. Canoeist who finished on the 5th place on the Olympic Games in Tokyo. Also multiple times a world champion on 500 meters. This is really his track, his race, and he's here on his home ground in Racice. So we wish him the best of luck.
So now we are looking on start line, where all the athletes are preparing into the start blocks.
And as we can see on ICF flag, which is blowing in a wind, there's been a change for the wind conditions, so hopefully it won't make any impact.
We have one
this
boat
race.
missing, but it's okay according to the start list, because we have line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then there is a space 7, 8, and 9. So everything is okay, and now we are looking the heat number 2.
Right, so Martin Fuchsa, lane number 5, representing Czech Republic, who had a head start and is leading the way at the moment. Also, Yeol Kim from Korea is doing pretty good. All right, so 200 meters after us and 3 are still ahead. So, Martin Fuchsa.
He's in lead right
He's in
now,
lead.
but look at the China, another Chinese surprise in this category.
Well, I think in this moment it's almost unsurprisingly Bowen Ji, Olympic champion on C2,
But
who
I
is
think
also
China is
performing
trying
incredibly in
to
C1,
finish now.
and is maybe
He's trying to beat the Martin Fuchsa in the lead. Look at the fast strokes what the Chinese guy make right
as
now.
you've said it. So it's Bowen Ji against Martin Fuchsa. Last 100 meters. There's a beautiful duel. Only the first one will make it straight to the final A. So who's it gonna be? Martin Fuchsa or Bowen Ji? China versus Czech Republic. All other athletes are out. But look at this. Few strong strokes of the pedal, and Martin Fuchsa is the winner. Followed by Bowen Ji.
He was the first one who crossed the finish line. But it looked a bit dangerous for Martin Fuchsa.
Yeah.
Because the Chinese guy, he was really strong in the finish. And he really pushing hard to the finish line.
Yeah, I think Martin didn't see it coming, and probably it took him much more energy than he expected.
It wasn't really easy heat, probably than he expected.
All right, but it had a good end for Martin as he's heading to the final, and Bowen Ji, unfortunately, just for semi-final, where he's gonna be one of the favorites.
Second place probably goes to Canada, but it doesn't seem right. It was on the screen, but now we can see it. Martin Fuchsa first place, second place Bowen Ji from China, third place for Canada by Andrew Billard, and Poland on fourth. That's Lukas Witkowski and Viktor Svirdyuk from Ukraine on fifth place. Sixth and seventh position goes to South Korea and Hungary. That means those are another athletes that are advancing into semi-final race. But thanks to Martin Fuchsa, Czech Republic has another athlete in final 8.
So according to unofficial results to semi-final goes China, Canada, Poland, Ukraine, Korea, and Hungary.
We are getting ready for week 3 of the category C1 and 500 meters. There is another Czech representant. Who is that?
So now we are looking for a start list of third heat, category C1 man. In lane 1 we have France, Franz Wasser. Lane 2 Czech Republic, Petr Fuchsa. Lane 3 China, Zeon Lee. Lane 4 Bulgaria, Angel Kodinov. Lane 5 Latvia, Roberts Latkins. Lane 6 and Korea, Kagmin E. Lane 7 and Romania, Katlin Kirila. Lane 8 Hungary, Daniel Fejes, and lane 9 Colombia, Juan Valencia.
So the actors of the third heat of C1 men are off. France, Czech Republic, China, Bulgaria, Latvia, Korea, Romania, Hungary, and Colombia. So, younger brother of Fuchsa's family, Petr, is in lane number 2.
Yes, you're right. So let's look how he's going in this heat.
Advancement is still the same as you've already said. First one to the final lane. And
Petr Fuchsa probably at the lead
yeah,
from
he's
this
doing a great
point
job.
of view. But
Also
let's wait for this
Bulgarian
play.
Angel
Yes,
Kodinov,
he's in the lead.
who's dueling with Peter Fuchsa. Also
This
lane
is
number
really
7 is Romanian Catalin Kirila.
But this would be really tight.
So beautiful race out here in Racice.
Petr Fuchsa has to fight with Bulgarian and Romanian athlete.
Last 100 meters, who's it gonna be? Czech Republic, Bulgaria, or Romania? Look at Romania in lane number 7, Catalin Kirila.
Lane number 4.
I think Petr Fuchsa won't have enough energy to compete with those two maniacs. Look at lane number 7, Romania and Kirila. Wow,
That was
incredibly
really
close.
close.
We look up to photo finish. It's Petr Fuchsa
Bulgaria
finished on
or
the third
Romania.
place.
But we don't know yet who was the first. I think maybe Romanian athlete was a bit faster, but it was about centimeters.
All right, so we'll see. Angel Kodinov and Katalin Kirila. One of them is the winner for the third heat, C1 man. The other finished on the second place, third place for Petr Fuchsa.
Uvidíme, jak dopadne ta závěrečná nebo ta cílová kamera mezi Bulharem a Rumunem, kteří se tedy byli o to první postupové místo. Byl to velmi zajímavý závod z pohledu fanouška i tady od nás z věže. Čekáme tedy na výsledky, uvidíme, jak dopadnou. A v této kategorii je to tedy vše. My máme zhruba nějaký 20 minut do startu další kategorie.
So that was the last heat of the category C1 man on 500 meters. Now we have about 20 minutes break, and after that we will move on to the category K1 man on 1000 meters in first World Cup here in Racice. So bye for now. Now you can see the unofficial results of last heat, but for now we are off, and after 20 minutes break we will be back with first heat of category K1 men.
Goes to final A according to unofficial results. Bulhar společně s Petrem Fuchsou, který tedy skončil nakonec v této rozličce na třetím místě, jde do semifinále a uvidíme ho tedy znovu pro českého fanouška. Docela příjemná zpráva.
Romanian Katalin Kirila made it to final A directly, just in front of the Bulgarian athlete. Angel Kodinov was very nice finding those concerns.
Zhruba za 5 minut se vrátíme na závodní tráť, protože ještě před delší obědovou pauzou nás čekají rozjížďky na čelách, konkrétně 6 rozjížděk v kategorii K1 muži na 1000 metrů. Tam uvidíme i českého závodníka, takže pojďte na tribuny, začínáme zhruba za 4 minuty, těšíme se na to.
To nefunguje. Já jak mám do toho píchlý HDMIčko, to prostě nejde. Nevím proč. To můžeme vzít pak po druhý, až půjdeme, tak budeme to jezdit jako s tou krabičkou, ale...
Potřebuješ na něj mluvit?
Nepotřebuju. Ani nechci. Ty než se seřaděj, a než vyjedou. Kolik že to bylo? 12,4?
4 mám dám, no.
Blíží se ta bouřka, ale stáčí se dolů na jih, člověče.
4.
Stáčí se to dolů. Já taky musím asi doletět do ten start, ne? Třeba.
Je tam nějaká špíra mezi těma startama?
To nevím.
Manažeři jedou po 7 minutách. Co jsem tak pochopil.
Po 7 minutách, jo?
Co jsem tak jako zaslech, ale...
the best would be in the 500-meter line, but we are not. But at least we should be in the line of.
So after 20 minutes break, we are back on distance 1 kilometer, and we are looking for a start list of a heat 1. In lane 1 we have New Zealand Ben McCallum. In lane 2 Israel Ilya Podpolny. Lane 3 United States of America Kay Weidling. Lane 4 Denmark Torbjorn Rask. Lane 5 Portugal Fernando Pimenta. Lane 6 Bulgaria Miroslav Kirchev. Lane 7 Argentina Valentin Rossi. Lane 8 Netherlands Albert Flyer. And lane 9 France Cyril Carré.
So we can see the first entrance of Fernando Pimenta from Portugal in lane number 5, bronze Olympic medalist, world champion from 2018 in Montemoro Velho. So he's surely the favorite. Also, we can see another entrance of Valentin Rossi, who also has started in 500. All right. So unsurprisingly, Portugal in lane number on the first place. Fernando Pimenta is leading the way.
Yes, it's no surprise that Fernando Pimenta is a leader of this heat and probably one of the leaders of this category on this distance, 1 kilometer.
Also, Ben McLaughlin and Torbjorn Rask, representatives from New Zealand and Denmark, are also doing well, but none of them is match for Fernando Pimenta, at least at the moment. So we are at the half split. Fernando Pimenta is leading by more than 1 second.
On the second place is Denmark. That's Torbjorn Rask. And we forgot to mention the announcement, which is first 4 boats plus 3 boats from the 5th place with the best time go to the semi-final.
All right, so the first 4 places will secure you the totality of advancement to the semi-finals. And it's still Fernando Pimenta who's leading the race.
Yes, but now he is in little problems because next to him in lane 4, Bjorn Rask is trying to push the finish, but now Fernando Pimenta is controlling the race. And we have last 200 meters.
Indeed, it's Fernando Pimenta who took over the race as he pedaled through the split of the last 200 meters. And he tried to calmly stroke to the finish, but Torbjorn Rask is not giving up and trying to force Pimenta to duel with him. But it's clear that Fernando Pimenta is on whole another level. So the first place for Portugal, then it's Torbjorn Rask, and third place for New Zealand, followed by France. In lane number 9, it was Cyril Carré, who finished on a 4th place and is also heading to the semi-final. So once again, Portugal, Denmark, New Zealand, and France.
But for now it's unofficial, so we have to wait.
Yeah, definitely. But I would be really surprised if any of those athletes won't make it to the semis.
So Portugal, Denmark, New Zealand, Bulgaria, those two semifinals, according to unofficial results, and France to wait for the time.
Exactly. It's going to be tough for him because
So we can see the second heat start list, category K1 men, 100 meters. Sorry, 1000 meters, of course. In lane 1, we have Bulgaria, Ivan Penchev. Slovakia, Akos Gaskal. Lane 2, Canada, Brian Malfesi. Lane 3, Portugal, João Duarte. Lane 4, Argentina, Augustin Vernice. Lane 5, Lithuania, Andrei Olejnik. Lane 6, ICF, Said Fazola. Lane 7, Great Britain, Daniel Johnson. And Lane 8, Poland, Przemysław Korsak.
The advancement is still the same, like the four boats who advanced to the semifinals, +3 by the best time. And athletes are already in the starting baskets. There are just a few seconds from taking off. And the race has already begun. And what a start from lane number 4, Augustin Vernice, Argentinian. Also Lithuanian Andrei Olejnik from Lithuania in lane number 5, who is probably leading the way after start. But it's all straightened up.
Yes, now we can see all the boats. Really nice view. And I think from this view, lane 1 and 2 are a bit faster than the rest. That means lane 1, Slovakia, and lane 2, Canada.
But we've got Daniel Johnson from Great Britain in lane number 7, who was leading, and he was probably a bit hidden from us. Followed by Argentinian Augustin Vernice in lane number 4. But it's a very tight and close race, as athletes are almost at the split of 500 meters.
And so Great Britain and Poland, lane 7 and 8.
All right, so we are at the split. So who's it gonna be? Seems like Polish athlete and Great Britain.
After first half, yes.
In Argentina. So these are the 3 leading kayakers in the second heat of K1 1000 men. Still Argentina, Great Britain, Poland. Also Andrei Olejnik from Lithuania isn't doing bad.
So now we can see the Daniel Johnson from Great Britain, who is paddling for the first place for now. We will wait for the last split on last 200 meters before the finish line. And now we can have it here, and it's Argentina.
So lane number 4, Augustin Vernice, was leading the way, followed by Daniel Johnson.
Yes, Daniel Johnson is on the second place right now, but still we have few meters to go.
All right, and as we are approaching the last 100 meters, is a beautiful duel between Great Britain and Argentina. So it's Daniel Johnson versus Augustin Vernice. So who is it gonna be? 70 meters till finish line.
I think the Argentinian athlete is in the lead, but look at this finish from the Great Britain,
Well, that was
and
tight.
that was really tight.
Third place for lane number 3, João Duarte, who also performed a brilliant finish. And then it was Lithuanian Andrei Olejnik in the lane number 5. So this should be 4 athletes who are advancing to these semifinals. So it was either Augustin Vernice or Daniel Johnson, then João Duarte and Andrei Olejnik.
So Daniel Johnson, according unofficial results, is the winner of this heat.
Heading to semifinal from first position, runner after him should be Augustin Bernice from Argentina on second place. I think that for the president of ICF, Seth Alderline was already second start on K1 category today. So very good challenge for him, but he made a very good performance. And on second time. We can see unofficial results. Johnson, Vernice, Duarte, Olejnik. So Great Britain, Argentina, Portugal, and Lithuania. Those 4 states are heading to semifinal race.
Tam jsou jako pauzy, ale jako vychází to až na 4 jízdy.
So start list, heat number 3, category K1 man, 1 kilometer. In lane number 1 we have Bulgaria Ivan Penchev.
In lane number 2 there's a Spanish athlete, Francisco Cubeos.
Lane 3 and Australia, Lachlan Armstrong.
New Zealand's very own Quade Thompson in lane number 4.
Lane 5, Italy, Andreas Kiera.
From Finland in lane number 6 is Eetu Kolehmainen.
Lane 7, Norway, Edwin Wold.
And Marko Uivari from Slovakia in lane number 8.
So we can see all the boats in a start zone, and in a minute we will watch the race.
So athletes are slowly paddling to the starting buckets.
Yes, and I just remind you the advancement, which is that first 4 boats are heading to the semifinal, and plus 3 boats from the 5th place with the best time are going to the semifinal too.
All right. So Bulgaria, Spain, Australia, New Zealand, Italy, Finland, Norway, and Slovakia. Those are nations that will make their appearance in the third heat of K1 men 1000 meters, and they are off.
Really good start from Edwin Wold in lane number 7.
Yeah, Norwegian athlete who is mostly known for his marathon performances. I'm sure he and his brother will also compete in Saturday's 5,000 meters race. But at the moment, it's lane number 2 and Francisco Cubeos from Spain who's leading the way, followed by Italy and Andrea Schera in lane number 5. Also, we shouldn't underestimate Quaid Thompson, also very young athlete who's currently on 2nd place.
Yes, but in the lead is Italy and Andrea Schera. But we still have the second half of this race, and the kilometers distance is really long, so anything could change during the second half.
Yeah, it's incredibly tricky track. You have to keep your pace and endurance. So we shouldn't hurry too much. But as you can see, the athletes have wind.
Yes, and
in their
we
back.
are now on the second split, and Italy is definitely the leader of this heat.
Followed by Quaid Thompson from New Zealand
And Spain.
And Spaniard and Spanish athlete Francisca Cubelos.
So last, still we have the second half, and we are waiting for the last split on 200.
Yeah, you've said it. And at the moment we are looking at Italian Andrea Schera in lane number 5, who's also co-leading this race.
Yes, he's still holding the first place and paddling really strong to the finish line. And probably...
And look at the big gap between him and the rest of the athletes.
Probably he will be the winner.
Yeah, last 200 meters ahead of him. It seems like Quaid Thompson from New Zealand is out of energy, but still holding the 4th place, which will make him advance to the final.
But look,
semi-final.
in second line, that's the Spain. I think Francisco Cubelos trying to finish right now, and it will be a bit tricky in the finish line, because look at that, there is really tight,
but it's too late. So
it's too late.
Victory for Italy, followed by Spain. And lane number 1, it was Bulgarian Iva Penchev. And then Quaid Thompson managed to finish on 4th position and is also advancing to the semifinals.
Bulgaria is pretty surprising because he was hidden during the race for us. We didn't see him.
Yeah, he probably caught a strong finish of Francisco Cubeos and also managed to finish 3rd, which is a really good result. So Italy, Spain, Bulgaria and New Zealand.
We have here Bulgaria instead of New Zealand. There is but it's unofficial, so...
Yeah, but also the first 4.
Yes, yes,
New Zealand on the 4th place.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. So maybe to make it sure, once again, Italy, Spain, Bulgaria and New Zealand should be advancing according to unofficial results to the semifinals. And we are looking forward and moving on to the 4th heat of K1 and 1000 meters here in Racice World Cup 2022.
So we have 2 minutes to the next start. As Vašek said, heat 4 of category K1 man, 1000 meters. In lane 1 we have Australia, Thomas Green.
In lane number 2 there's a Spanish athlete, Pedro Vasquez.
Lane 3, Guatemala, Jeffrey Peralta.
Lane number 4 it's Belgium and Arthur Peters.
Lane 5, Serbia, Bojan Zdelar.
Lane number 6 and Turkey it's Denis Kaya.
Lane 7, Hong Kong, Long Chang.
And last but definitely not least, in lane number 8 it's from Norway, Jon Wold, the older brother of Elvin Wold, who performed in previous heat and unfortunately didn't make it to the semis. Well, actually, not yet. He's still waiting for his time because I think he finished in on like a 5th place or something like that.
I think you're right. But let's wait for the officials.
So his brother will try to clear the name of Walt and maybe even challenge his brother in the semifinals.
So the race has just begun and we've seen the really good start from Jon Wold in lane number 8.
Also lane number 2 and Pedro Vasquez from Spain.
Yes, but now we are focusing on Australia in lane 1.
All right. So there's a kind of a big gap between the first 4 athletes and the rest.
Yes. We have Australia on the first place, Belgium, Serbia and Spain.
So it's, at least for me, unsurprisingly, Arthur Peters, who's co-leading the race with Thomas Green. This
Yes.
Belgian athlete is performing incredibly
Yes,
for
but
the
I
past
think
few
he
years.
is really strong in the finish, so let's wait because still we are in the first half. And I think in the second half he can push harder and
I
just
hope
wait.
you're right. I also know that he is a good friend of Josef Dostal, and they also managed to had some training sessions together. So we'll see, because we know that Josef Dostal has also strong finishes.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe
So
that's what he learned from him. So after the split of 500
same.
meters, still the same as you said. Austria, Belgium, Serbia,
and Spain.
and Spain.
So we have in the second half. So let's look what will change.
Still Thomas Green and Arthur Peters.
Really
are
nice
leading the way.
technique and really strong strokes.
I couldn't agree more.
But now we can see Arthur Peters probably, if I can see right, is trying to go for a lead.
But also I've seen Jon Wold in lane number 8, who's trying his best. And already is ahead of Pedro Vasquez. So at the moment the Norwegian is on the 4th place and on his way to semifinals. But let's mainly focus on a race and a fight for the first place between Arthur Peters and Thomas Green, Australia against Belgium. And Bojan Zdelar, Serbian, who also has an incredibly strong finishes. And so does Jon Wold.
Yes, you're right.
And Pedro Vasquez in lane number 2
Look
from
at
Spain
this
is trying his
finish.
best. So who's it gonna be? We are approaching the last 50 meters
Arthur
of the
Peters
race, and it's still
are
Arthur
trying.
Peters.
As I said, strong finishes from Arthur, and he is first in the finish line.
So it was incredibly close, but I think that Pedro Vasquez managed to took over Jon Wold from Norway and is heading to semifinals. Those are all unofficial results, of course. But it has been incredibly close between Arthur Peters and Thomas Green.
Really nice heat. So that was heat number 4, and we are looking for heat number 5.
Also, we shouldn't forget to mention that Thomas Green is Olympic champion on K2 1000 meters from Tokyo. But here in Racice, he's competing on a single kayak, and he still did very great, and he's heading to the semifinals.
We can see results from heat number 4, K1 men 1000 meters, Belgium, Austria.
So according to unofficial results, it was Arthur Peters who prevailed over Thomas Green, third place for Boyens Delar, and fourth place for Jon Volt from Norway. But as I've already said, those are unofficial results. We'll see who won the mini duel between Jon Volt and Pedro Vasquez. Alright, and in a few moments we'll attend Heat 5 of K1 Men 1000.
You can see the start list of 50 heat, category K1 man 1 kilometer, lane 1, Republic South Africa, Callum Davis.
In lane number 2 is South Korean Kiwon Gwon.
Lane 4, Slovenia, Jost Zakrajsek.
In lane number 5 is the one and only, the legend from Denmark, Rene Holten Poulsen.
Lane 6 and Ukraine, Alexander Siromiatnikov.
In lane number 7 is Chinese, is Yixun Wei.
And lane 8 and Hong Kong, Tsing Chuang.
The advancement is still the same. The first 4 boats will make it straight to the semi-final, and then very best by the time.
So now we are looking for the 5th heat after start. Probably the strongest could be the Rene Holten Poulsen from Denmark in lane 5. But don't forget for Ukraine and also Slovenia. And as we are surprised from the morning, the Chinese athletes are really good prepared for this World Cup.
Alright, so it's Rene Holten Poulsen in lane number 5, who's leading the way at the moment. You could remember him from 2015 World Championship in Milan, where he won 1000 and also 500 meters. This is just how good Rene Holten Poulsen is, and he's showing us that the age is just a number, same as Sebastian Brendel or other legends that are starting here in Racice. This is Chi Cheng from Hong Kong, who's pedaling in lane number 8 and trying his best.
Yes, now we can see Rene Holten Poulsen in the leading.
Look at the gap between him and the rest of the athletes.
As we said, he probably is the strongest from this heat. But also Ukraine is doing really good.
And so is Slovenia. Jost Zakrajsek currently at the third place. And then Yin Wei from China, in lane number 7, is currently on the fourth place.
Also, as we said, the surprise from China.
Yeah, all the Chinese athletes are incredibly prepared.
So Rene Holdenposen still in the lead. And we have the last split before the finish line. Denmark, Slovenia, Ukraine, China. These are first 4 boats of this heat. So the gap after the Rene Holtenposen is a bit smaller than before.
Yeah, but I'm also a bit worried for Chinese athlete because he's probably way too close to Buaus.
Final race for sure is gonna be in last
Yes, you're
100
right,
meters.
but
Rene Holtenposen together with Zachary
let's
Czech
make this
and
decision on the judges because
fourth
Yeah,
place
definitely. Let's
we
mainly
just
focus on the fight for first place, first
China.
place between Renny Holtenpolsen and Alexander Siromiantnikov. But it's a Danish kayaker who just won and prevailed. Third place for Jos Zakrajšek, and it's Yin Wei from China who finished on the fourth place.
To znamená, podle neoficiálních výsledků lodi číslo 5, 4, 6 a 7 pravděpodobně postupují do semifinálových míst. A my už máme před sebou ještě teda než se nám tady promítnou ty neoficiální výsledky od rozhodčí i s konkrétními časy, tak můžeme se těšit na poslední rozjížďku této kategorie K1 mužů na 1000 metrů. A tady právě uvidíme už zmiňovaného českého závodníka Ondřeje Maška, a to konkrétně v dráze číslo 3. To znamená, že máme zhruba 3 minutky do startu poslední rozjížďky, konkrétně šestý rozjížďky K1 muži na 1000 metrů s Ondřejem Maškem ve třetí dráze. Judges just confirmed the results, but it's still unofficial.
Já jsem tady technik, jo.
so we have one last heat to go from this category K1 man on 1 kilometer. Let's make a presentation of this start list.
Alright, so in lane number 1 it's Lithuania and Ricards Nekriosius.
Lane 2 Italy, Samuele Burgo.
Czech Republic's very own Ondřej Mašek in lane number 3.
Lane 4 Germany, Jakob Schoff.
In lane number 5 it's China and Dong Zhang.
Lane 6 and Serbia, Mihailo Subotic.
From lane number 7 there's Chile and Marcelo Godoy.
Lane 8 and United States of America, Cassen Taylor.
Alright, so this is the last heat for the morning program. So let's enjoy this moment and probably savor it forever. Ondřej Mašek, lane number 3, representing Czech Republic here in Racice. Also young bright star of world paddling, Jakob Schoff, representing Germany.
Yes, Jakob Schoff, really talented paddler from Germany, really young. He is born in 1999.
Yeah, he's very young, and also already has a medal from Olympic Games. It's actually from Tokyo, from K2 1000 meters, where he won a silver medal with Max Hoff.
Yes, you're right. So really successful for his age, and now we have to focus on the race.
So it was already Jakob Schoff in lane number 4, who's taking over the race, all together with Dongjiang and Mihailo Subotic. Also lane number 2, it's Samuel Burgo from Italy.
But it seems like this heat will be really fast, really fast. Look at that. Italy in the lead for now, Serbia, Germany and China.
Unfortunately, Ondřej Mašek and Kason Taylor are already a bit behind, but as we've told you already many times, 1 kilometer is a long distance, and so much can happen in just a few seconds.
Yes, still we are in the first half, so let's see what will the second split brings in our results during the race.
All right, so it's still Samuel Burgo from Italy, lane number 2.
Yes, he is really good prepared, and
so is Mihailo Subotic from Serbia, who's first on the half split.
yes, but I believe in a strong finish from Jakob Schoff.
So do I.
So let's see.
We also shouldn't forget to mention the advancement. The first 4 boats will make it to the semis, plus 3 best by time.
So last 200 meters to the finish line.
And it seems like Mihailo Subotic from Serbia in lane number 6 is prevailing and still tops this race, followed by Dongjiang from China.
So let's see the last split before the finish line. We have Serbia, Italy and Germany. But it will be really tight.
All right, so who is it gonna be? Samuel Burgo, Jakob Schoff or Mihailo Subotic? Last 150 meters ahead of us.
Really, really strong finish from Jakob Schoff, but also from lane number 2, that's Italy and Samuel Burgo.
Well, it's once again incredibly tight race. As we are approaching the last 70 meters, it's Jakob Schoff who's leading the way.
But
maybe
really
co-leading with Mihailo Subotic from Serbia.
Yes, Mihailo Subotic and his really strong strokes.
But Jakob Schoff has just turned on his strong arms and stroked to the semi-final.
As we
Was
said,
Mihailo Subotic showing us some beautiful sportsmanship as he admits that Jakob Schoff was simply better and is also advancing to the semifinals. And so is Samuel Burgo, and then probably Dongjiang, but it's hard to say because also Ricards Nekriosius from Lithuania was finishing strongly.
yes, and it's also hard to say because we were focusing for the Jakob Schoff and Mihailo Subotic with Samuel Burgo. It was really tight.
Yeah, also Ondra Mašek performed very very great. But unfortunately, it's very unlikely to him to make it to the semis by time because he finished on the 6th place.
So that was the last heat. for today and for today's program. Now we have almost 2 hours, maybe 1 hour and a half break.
I have to stop you, Lucia. I'm really sorry, but look at the small gap between Ricardas Necriosius and Dongzhang.
Díky, že jste s náma, že jste na první
It was really close.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of pity for Dongzhang, but I think he has a big chance to make it by time. Hopefully, we'll see him in afternoon semifinals.
So for now, bye for now, and after 1.5 hours we will be back with the semifinals.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, see you in an hour.
See you.